What's up, everybody? Today we've got a 2014 Ford Explorer with the dreaded split door panel. This is pretty common. I'm going to show you guys how to do a little fix on it if you so desire to attempt it yourself. Involves some curved needles and some nylon thread. Alright, we're going to use the black, we're going to use some curved needles. I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys want to find the stuff on Amazon. Feel free to do so. And need some scissors or a razor blade. Alright, I got you positioned as best I can with my camera. Now what you're going to need is you're going to pull a tail for one needle. Then you're going to pull a tail for your second needle, 3-4 inches long or more. Because you're going to use two needles, and then you're going to pull a nice long length, twice as long as the stitch you're going to do, maybe even more. This uses up a lot of thread, so I'm going to pull off like, I don't know, 2 feet or so of thread for my stitch. Alright, so I've got my 2 needles threaded, one on each end of my thread. Okay, then we're going to start. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to start slightly before the rip. And if you're worried about the whole thing ripping, you might as well just do the whole length. This is probably good enough. So we're going to go just before the rip, right where this fake stitch is, and enter the hole. And go upwards behind the material, and you'll see your needle coming out. Adjust it as needed. You want it to come out in a good spot. So there we go. Got it coming out in the upper thread, the other upper fake threads, I should say. Then you're going to pull that 50% through to where you're just like doing your shoes. You got 2 equal laces here. You're going to go back. One. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. It's been a little while. Yeah. You're going to go back 1 stitch and repeat. You're going to go down through. These first ones are a little bit trickier because you got to guess where your needle's at and readjust to get it to come out in the right place. We've got 1 stitch done. Now you want to pull this thread to the side. You do not want to thread your needle through your thread. So pull it to one side, get your needle in that little hole next to the thread where the thread came out already, and you're going to go up and come out the same hole that you entered with the other needle and thread, so that you've got threads running both ways. Alright. Then you just repeat that and keep on moving down the door panel. So we're going to go down. Move our thread to the side. Actually, maybe I'll move it this way. And back up as close as possible to the right spot, to where the fake threads are already gone. Because as you lay your thread down, it just blends in with the fake thread. If you can keep them straight, you can see I got that one a little crooked, and it looks good. So go again. Down through. Out your bottom's location, and up to the top. Alternatively, you can choose to do the opposite in rotation, which is to say, could go up first if you'd like from the bottom. So Sometimes it works a little better to try something different. And in this case, you can see your needle underneath. It's a little bit easier to place it where you want. You go up, then pull this string over and drop it down in the hole, come out the bottom where you've already come up. I actually like that way a little bit better, I think. So let's try that again. Down from the bottom hole, up to the top. Tug it tight a little bit. You don't want to go too tight. It will pinch it together. I'll go ahead and do it. If you pull too tight, you'll get this pinch look. So you don't want to pull too tight. It might be hard to undo my example I've given you there, but I'll try. If you need to loosen it up, just loosen it up, and then re-snug it to where you would like it. Now when I get done, what I'll do is I don't tie these. When I get done, we'll pretend that this was the end of the stitch. What I'll do is I'll come in and put a little bit of super glue on my threads so that you don't have to tie it and they won't back out. And I'll show you how to do that without making a mess. All right, so I've got my super glue here, and you can use a screwdriver or a needle. I like to use this palette knife, and what you're going to do is you're going to stick the tip of your needle or your palette knife or butter knife, whatever you've got, and you're going to put it right where you want that glue. And what you'll see is, instead of glue running all over, it'll run down my blade right to where I want it, and usually it'll just stay there, and you only want a little bit. So I'll do a little test for you so you can see. Put a drop on there, and I'm going to tip it up and let it run toward the door. Come on. Come on. There you go. See how it didn't run down the door? You don't see it, it just went right into the threads, locked it in. Alright, so there's a cool little tip for you. And then when you get done with that, now where I'm doing it, if it were the end of the stitch, I would do that right here where these threads are at, right? And then I just take a razor blade and trim them off, and you're done. Alright, I hope that helped you out. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this stitch. I'll show you the end results. I'm only gonna record a little, maybe another, I'll record through this, and then I'll just show you the end results. Alright, and again, these threads they're plenty long to, like I said, 2 feet plus long to begin this. And if you run out before you're done, just do your super glue deal, cut your ends, and start again as if you're starting from the very, just start a new one right where you ended. And I've done it before, it works just fine. All right, here we go. Okay. All right, there we have it. Finished results. Turned out pretty darn good. I went ahead and stitched the whole thing because I don't want it to, you know, end it here and then have it ripped from there to there on the guy later. And then I did a little one from there to there. Did my super glue seal, trimmed the edges, rock and roll. All right, hit the like and subscribe if you would for me, if I helped you out. You liked the video, appreciate me. Anything, please. All right, appreciate it, guys. Hope you have a good day. Good luck. Knock those projects out.